Good morning, gals. Good morning, guys. It's another Monday. It is a beautiful Monday morning where I'm at. So I got to get on here and make a message like I do every Monday. I never fail. I show up every time because I want you to have a good week. Because in my life, I've learned that it's not all about me. And today I want to give you a reminder of kind of the same thing to you. And that reminder is that you are contagious. We are all contagious. You ever go into a place where the mood is low or the vibrational frequency of the people is low, where people are stressed out or sick or not feeling well? And you could be happy as a clam when you walk in there, but as soon as you get in there and you feel the atmosphere, it changes the way you feel. We all have that type of influence on each other. You are literally contagious. When you show up to a place and you're in a bad mood, that mood is going to try to bring other people's moods down. It can break them down. It can change their perspective for the day. But thank God, the opposite is also true. If you show up into a down environment and you have a high frequency and you don't let that down affect that frequency, you also can raise other people's frequency. You can literally make the atmosphere more electric. You have that power. We all have that power. And another important thing I'm going to remind you of is the shit that you're going through is not as important as the people in your life. Your relationships trump that every single time. So is it worth it for you to feel bitter, for you to feel down, to make other people feel that way too? Because honestly, it is not all about you. You affect everybody and everything in your life. And you got to remember this. You get back what you put out. So if you're not happy with your life, and that's why you're in that low frequency and feeling down, the more you put that out there, the more that comes back. So what message are you sending to the universe? What message are you putting out there for other people to react to? Think about it when you do this. When you go anywhere, don't go in there with a low frequency because you will bring other people down. You know, I've learned this myself through action. I remember I have had times in my life where, I've been tattooing for a long time, well over 2 decades. And sometimes it gets like monotonous, Sometimes I get a little burned out. And when I would go in on days like that and my frequency was lower, I noticed that the interaction with my client wasn't as good. Though I still do good work, of course, but the interaction wasn't as good. The experience isn't as good for them. And once I learned that no matter what I feel like, when I show up to give somebody a tattoo, that's an experience for them. It's not all about me. Yeah, it's my talent. It's my job. It's my career. But that's their day. And once you stop thinking so much about yourself, you'll stop getting so down about yourself. You're overthinking. Thinking too much about you is what leads to depression. It's what leads to fear. It's what leads to drama. So this week, and for the rest of your life if you can, try to remember this message. Because you literally are contagious. What you put out there rubs off on the world, rubs off on everybody. So why don't you spread some good? Why don't you spread some hope, some positivity? And the great thing about that, if you're thinking about other people and spreading positivity and hope and upliftingness to them, you get it back. You could be in a low frequency when you enter that room, but if you decide to raise it for those people, your frequency will literally raise for you too. So it's not all about you, but it'll help you. I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing week. Let's not get into our own heads too much. Let's not think too much about ourselves. Stop being selfish, because we're all in this thing together. And that's why I make these videos. Sure, it keeps me accountable. It keeps me straight, because I have to be ready to make these. I have to have messages to make these. But I'm making them for you too. But guess what? I get the benefit as well. So when you go out there being contagious, because you are, Make it a good thing. Spread good. I love you guys, and I hope you have an awesome week this week. And you know, I'll be back for sure. Peace.